Hi guys, Martin and Man City on TV. How are we all doing? It's Sunday evening, and guess who we're going to talk about again? Got a couple of guests with us. One you all know, and then someone brand new, not new to the channel, always commented in the comments, and does a little bit behind the scenes at Man City on TV as well. That some of you will not know about. But first of all, we've got Karl from Washington. How are you, brother?
I'm well, Martin. I'm exhausted, but I am well. I just got back in from my my 4-year-old's practice. Went out to the field to knock a ball about a little bit, get some exercise. So I feel good. I got the melanin from the sun. Some feeling good, feeling great, looking tan.
Good. And we have got Kamal. Kamal Dwyer is finally with us here on the channel. And what you may not know is Kamal runs the Man City Van TV Instagram account as well. So, yeah. Kamal, how are you, buddy? Welcome to On Screen.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, this is the first time, and hopefully everything goes well.
Don't worry, we'll be nice as pie, and I'm sure everyone in the comments will give you a warm welcome. 110 on already. I wonder why they're all It's because they knew you were coming on, Kamal. Let's get into some hellos.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott says hello. Hope you're good. Dan Bester Gangan says, free Messi, please. Messi, can you go free? Then I can like you on Insta. Anyone seen the City Chiefs Twitter post? I will go into that. Isaac Simpson is on. Hello, buddy. Edward Blackshaw, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Edward. Hello, Sean. Nice to speak to you again from this morning, buddy. Chris Toff is on. Hello, all. Hope you're good. Mr. Curry is on, saying hello. And he's done. I was trying to do a Geordie London accent or what there. Noah Pearson is on from Leeds. How are you doing, brother? We've got PS4 Kipax. Good evening, all. Hope you're good. Hassan Ali, really depends on a free get out of jail clause. La Liga press release today is meaningless. We'll get into that. First, I'm going to talk about good evening blues to Iona Beats. Pardo Oaks is on. Evening. We've got T-Rex. He's on. Hello, guys. Chris Linley is on. Hello, hi, buddy. Hope you're good. Ruby Toblon, this is Kamal, the legend. Say they're already there for you, mate. Iona Beats, welcome, Kamal. Sean Foggy says, hi, Kamal. They're all loving you, mate. And Andy's on. Hi, Carl. Hope you're well, mate. Watch out, guys. You might get knocked out. Someone is on. I'm not getting into that. Yeah, but watch out, guys. You might get knocked out. Someone is on. Right. Okay, let's get into it then. Kamal, I'm going to come to you first. We know Lionel Messi did not turn up for his PCR, basically his coronavirus test this morning that he was due in, and made a little boy very unhappy, sat on the side of the pavement in Barcelona. What did you think about that, first of all?
Well, I think, we heard the rumours last night about that. He wasn't going to be turning up to a PCR test, and I think this is like part of the game. He's going to have to not turn up because Barca aren't going to let him go. But now we're going to have to see what happens now. It's 50-50.
So do you not think Barcelona will let him go?
I don't know. At this stage, I still think it's 50-50.
Okay. Kamal, what did you make of this morning?
You mean Carl?
Carl, sorry.
Yeah. So I thought about this morning. I wasn't surprised. I talked about it yesterday. I don't think that a person of his caliber and his weight in the world would pull that kind of stunt with the Bureau of Facts, which is a legal tender of leaving the club without having a game plan. I heard about the recent La Liga statement, And the reality is, Martin, here's the reality, right? He has one, even if he stays, he has 1 year left. And in January, in 120 days, he signs a pre-contract, whatever club he wants. That's the reality. And then in June, he goes for what? 0. Absolute naffle. So which means if I'm a club, I have 2 choices. He goes for free next year, or I make money from him today. And then I have an unhappy player on my books with stars who are not playing well. And then what happens then? From a business decision, in my opinion, get the money you can from him. Look at Ronaldo, left at 33, 34. Juventus, Real Madrid made 100 million.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so
34 then.
Yeah, Ronaldo's 35. And Ronaldo costs 100 million. If you get him for 34 and he's free.
Yeah, no, I get you. You're just going to get a year less out of him than what you would, and he'll be another year older.
Well, the thing about it is in any case, for me, if you get him now, if you get him in June, if you get him in January, it's still money in the bank, right? If you get him at 34, you pay him less, right? Have him for a year or 3 years, have him for 2 years. But from a Barcelona perspective, it doesn't make any sense to keep this guy who's basically thrown out his toys out of the pram and wants to leave. If Messi goes back and says, "Okay, I agree, I'm going to stay," then he's lost all credibility, in my opinion. All credibility. So this is
Barcelona
not going.
In trouble now.
Yeah, he's lost all. Because what are they going to do? They're going to keep him against his will, and then what happens in January? He's going to sign a pre-contract, and then goes for NAFOL in June. 0, not $1, not 1 cent in June. Doesn't make any sense. Leroy Sané, right? Same case that we had with him. We kept him on, 1 year left. We had no choice. 40 million or 50 million, he was off, right? Eric Garcia, 1 year left. They want 20 million for him. He's gone. The economics are very clear. If a player doesn't sign the last year of his contract, you have to sell that player.
Well, Kamal, at Barcelona, didn't they? Well, I know they just got going through the process of an £800 million loan. They're clearly in financial ruin at the moment, Barcelona. Can they afford to keep holding Messi? Or is this just a game of brinkmanship and someone needs to blink first at this stage?
I reckon they want City to put in a bid. I think that's because if you think about it, if we bid 100 million euros for Messi, they could re-put that into the squad, and then his wages alone are 100 million basic salary. So they'd free up 100 million probably to go and spend more.
Yeah. Well,
so
they're also getting rid of Suarez, aren't they?
Yeah. So Suarez. Yeah. So Suarez goes because he's out the door. You save money there. You get rid of Messi. You save what? That's what, 200 million over a couple of years. That's a lot of money, right? You reinvest that money in players that you want to get. You can do swap deals if you want to do swap deals. I mean, the whole Barcelona thing is just, look at Pjanic, for example. They do a swap for Arturo, who's a really good player, for Pjanic. And Arturo says, "I'm not coming back. I'm staying in Brazil." And they were trying to find him. He says, he did this, give them the finger. The whole board is a total mess. When you watch Barcelona get beat 8-2 against Bayern, 4-0 against Liverpool, 3-0 against Roma every single year, you almost feel sorry for Messi. He deserves better. In my opinion, he deserves better. He deserves better. Not better in terms of the Barcelona club, but in terms of the board supporting the club to keep the heights that they've been at. It's a shame. It's a travesty. It's a travesty.
Okay, I get what you're saying. But some people would argue that he was part of those defeats.
Yeah, so he was part of those defeats. But look around you. I mean, think about the guy that Braithwaite, right? Wasn't he in the Premier League? Wasn't he like Stoke or something that they got rid of him? Right? They go buy Braithwaite, bring him in. They buy Ousmane Dembele for 20 million pounds when they were warned he has injury issues. And what do we have right now? Right? The Neymar deal. Right? Got out. You think about all the signings and you wonder what the hell is going on. Umtiti, Semedo. Is Semedo really Barcelona quality? When you think about the Barcelona glory years, well, I prefer Cancelo to Semedo, I'll tell you that. But it's the whole thing is just total chaos.
No, I mean, I totally get what you're saying. I'm just trying to play a little bit of devil's advocate because some people would still look at that Barcelona squad and they'll go, that is not a bad team when you look at it. On paper, it's not a bad team. They've got Jordi Alba, Suarez, they've got Busquets. We ain't talking League One players here.
Martin, you take that team, right?
Well, I think
put them in the Premier League. Where would they finish? Top 8?
No, I honestly think they'd be top 4.
No, I think they have a good squad. I think they have a good squad because if they get rid of Messi now, they'll just play a 4-2-3-1. Probably put Busquets and De Jong as the two holding, Coutinho, and then Dembele. Griezmann can play up top, and then they just need, I don't know, another winger. I think that's a decent squad. They shouldn't be where they are.
No, I mean, it's a little bit of swings around, but some people will say that Messi is part of the reason Barcelona have had this downturn because of what they would call behind the scenes fiascos. Some people say like it's an aging squad. So it's a little bit of, because at the moment, we don't know, do we? We're not in there. We're not in the camp. We don't know what's going on, really.
I agree with Kamal that the formation change would probably suit Barcelona, even with the Messi. And think about this. You're playing 4-4-2. That's what Valverde played. That's what, what's his name? The last guy played, Quique Setién played. 4-4-2 for the most part, right? You have Messi and Suarez as your front two. Both 30 years old, over 30 years old, as your front two. That's why Bayern played a high line, because they know they can't run it behind. Mm-hmm. What you need to do is get energy behind those two and let them be in the box. You can't have Messi and Suarez as the front two to chase. Then you have pressure on your midfield. That's what Liverpool got away with. That's why they destroyed them in 4-0. So the coaching, you have a guy who's a farmer who comes back. And how do you get Quique Setién to be the manager of Barcelona? FC Barcelona.
Yeah.
For me, it was just
that was a strange one.
It's just, it all comes back to the board.
Kamal, I'll read out the statement, guys, and what he's actually said here. Since this morning, where there was rumours, it was in the papers last night, that there was no release clause in this contract, that his latest contract, he had a 1-year optional at the end, which is that 2021 season we're about to go into. They said it was optional. And apparently, Messi has chosen not to take up that option, which then basically null and voids your release clause of £630 million, €700. But La Liga have come out. Our good friend, Senor Tebas, who we all know loves Manchester City. The problem is he's in charge of La Liga and has come out with a statement, which I will read you now. When I can just find it. It reads, in relation to the different interpretations, and some of them contrary to each other, published in recent days in different media related to the contractual situation of the player Lionel Andreas Messi with FC Barcelona, La Liga wishes to clarify that with regards to the player's contract with his club. Point 1. The contract is currently in force and has, in quotation marks, a termination clause applicable to the event that Lionel Andreas Messi, decides to activate the early unilateral termination of the contract carried out in accordance with Article 16 of Royal Decree 10-6, 1985 or June 26, which regulates the special employment relationship of professional athletes. Now, I know some of this is a little bit of legal jargon, so I do apologise. I'm reading an exact statement that's been translated from Spanish to English. In compliance with the applicable regulations and following the corresponding procedures in these cases, the Liga will not carry out the prior visa process for the player to be removed from the federation if they have not previously paid the amount of said clause. So La Liga have come out and they are not going to deregister Lionel Messi from La Liga. So where are we at now then? Because there's now been reports since that that's a load of guff and he has got a release, and he is free to go. Kamal, I'll come to you first. Where are we at now with this? Because this is turning into a little bit of a game now.
I mean, it looks like both parties aren't backing down. So you got La Liga, they want to keep their prize asset from not joining a Premier League club, in particular Manchester City. And then you got Messi, who wants to leave. So I don't know, this might have to take a legal route. I know people are saying it probably won't get to that, but if both parties still aren't going to back down, I think that's where it's going to have to go.
So do you think there's going to be no resolvement? Because there's rumours there's going to be a meeting on Wednesday between Bartmau and Messi. There's going to be a meeting between, I think it's his father, Jorge Messi, and Barcelona. There's going to be a meeting on Wednesday. Do you think that can be something to resolve them?
I'm not sure. I don't think the Barcelona president is going to back down. I don't think he has nothing to lose now, because we know he's going to be here for a matter of months now. So I think it's going to get quite messy.
Well, we just got Blue Heart saying, perhaps should just let Messi leave and remain on good terms with him. That's the bigger thing to do rather than blackmail him. Yeah. Well, and then we've got Hassan Messi's 350k plus image rights. Where are people coming up with these amounts for wages? If Messi's not a chance he's going to be on 350k a week. Not a chance. You're talking a lot more than that. Karl, where are you at with this La Liga statement?
I think for me it's very simple. They will come to an agreement and he's going to leave, because it doesn't make any sense, Martin. You have a player who has 1 year left on his contract. Just forget about the 600 million, for example. Let's even assume that, okay, the 600 million is valid and the guy doesn't want to resign. He's not going to resign anymore. A player, 1 year left on the contract, right? And you want to keep him and let him go for nothing in 10 months' time. It doesn't make any sense. You have to get money for that player because of the state that your club is in, with all the debt that you've got, with all the money that you owe, with the issues around the board who are leaving in March. You have to take the money. If not, you're going to be in a deep hole of debt that you can't recover from. It's mind-boggling that it's almost incompetent, if you ask me, that they're at this point and they're haggling back and forth. It's clear from a business perspective. What if the guy doesn't play? What if Messi says, you know what, September 12th is the start of the Liga. I'm not going to show up. What happens then? You keep finding him month after month, and he doesn't play, and he doesn't play. What happens then? What do you do then?
He's not allowed to play because he's not.
So what does Barcelona do then? They start to beg him and say prayers. What's going to happen? Happening once the players said they want to leave. Once the player says they want to leave, and this is not because of it's come to Man City or whatever it is. It's the principle around such a great player needs to flourish wherever he chooses, whether it's City or Inter Milan or wherever else. You can't hold a player hostage. If Kevin De Bruyne says he wants to leave, he has 1 year left on the contract, we can't hold him. Even Pep will say, what? We want players who want to be with us. So for me, I think they're going to come to an agreement. Money will be paid, maybe with some players, and come September 12th or October 5th, there are 3 gates right now, Martin. September 12th, October 5th. Those are the 2 major gates. September 12th is when La Liga starts. October 5th is when the transfer window closes. Those are the 2 massive gates that decisions have to be made by, which is about 4 to 5 weeks. So we'll see.
Kamal, you just said that you think Messi's going to play again. What makes you think that?
No, I said I don't think he's going to play again.
Oh, you don't? Sorry, I missed.
He doesn't turn up to training.
You don't think he will?
Yeah.
So you're with Karl. You don't think he'll play?
I don't think he will.
I mean, Martin, understand? Come on, he's a captain of FC Barcelona. He's not like some random kid who just says, you know what, I'm not going to play. I'm not happy. He's the captain of the club. Number one, he's the iconic asset of the club. This isn't some small potato fries kid from the academy saying I'm not playing, right? For him to go back on his word will, in my opinion, tarnish his reputation completely. I just don't see how. The club doesn't sell him for a reasonable fee that everybody agrees to.
Okay, so
It made
Kamal,
financial sense. They did sell him.
spot on, absolutely spot on. The pair of you are right. I get it, Kamal, Cal. This is like both of you make great points because Barcelona have to sell. They're in dire straits. But I heard something the other day from Graham Hunter, sorry, made me while. From Graham Hunter, who was in La Liga. And he said Barcelona may be, what they're saying outward is different than what they'll be saying internally. So, for example, they know they need to get Messi off. They do. But if they come out and say that publicly, they're going to get absolutely battered off their own players, their own fans, should we say. So, is this just a game by Barcelona to be politically correct with their own fans to make Messi look the bad guy rather than them going, we could do with getting a million off our books a week like this. Bye-bye, and out you go.
Well, that's what they were. Good. Go on.
Come on, what do you think on that?
I was going to say, if Barcelona come out and say Messi's for sale, that would surely drive the price down for him. And I think Barcelona at this point probably want as much as possible for him.
Yeah, totally agree with that. But think about it. Do you think it's been worse that they kind of all know where he wants to go? Because they can't get an auction going anymore.
Yeah, there's no bidding war. No.
That's what I mean. Exactly. Karl, you got to remember.
I don't think.
Go on, Kamal.
I was going to say I don't think City are going to pay over 100 million. I think that would be their, if they have to pay. I think that would be their tipping point.
Go on, then, Karl. What do you think?
No, I think there were reports this week that the new manager, what's his name again? Koeman, right? Reports that he spoke to Messi, and it was leaked that allegedly he told him your privileges are over. Now, forgive me, but an average manager and a semi-average player for the most part, right? Okay, he scored the winning goal in the first Champions League for Barcelona. I get that. Tells the iconic asset of the club that's spent 17 to 20 years in the club, your special privileges are over. Something's not right, Martin. Something ain't right there. It's utter disrespect.
If you look at Koeman, though, he's a very hardline manager, isn't he? He's a very old-fashioned, hardline sort of manager who'll go in and he won't take it.
He doesn't have the CV to back it up.
Managerial
experience, I don't think.
All right, is that the worry here? Has Messi become bigger than Barcelona? Is that what we're saying there? Messi's become bigger than Barcelona. So can any manager, apart from Pep, or say a Mourinho or someone with that kind of stature and that CV behind them, are they the only ones who can actually manage Messi now? Has Messi become too big for Barcelona?
Martin, that's a really good question. But let's think about this. The story between Messi and Ronaldo has always been Messi's quiet, he's gentle, he's humble, he takes it easy, doesn't give off any charade, he's not flashy. Ronaldo's always been aggressive, go-getter, selfish, right? But you know how it is with quiet guys? When quiet guys get pissed, what happens? When they flip, right? That's it. That's it.
Quiet ones are the worst, as they call it.
They are the worst. And when they flip and they change, there's nothing you can do. I think this dude is like that. In terms of managers, Luis Enrique got the best out of him. They were fantastic. Even Valverde got the best out of him.
I'm not coming to you and Enrique. Will you stop with your Enrique love? Stop it, Karl.
Right? But when you have
Setien, I think if Messi sees a clear direction, if Messi sees a clear direction, I think he'll be fine. But it's the minute where he doesn't see the club going in the right direction. He's coming towards the end of his career. He wants to win trophies, and he doesn't think that Barcelona is the right place to do that anymore.
Well, let's not forget he's going into a World Cup year soon. We're going into a Copa America. He wants to start winning now. He hasn't got time on his side. He needs to win now. He needs to win. He can't wait. like you just said, and Karl and Kamal both said, he can't wait 3 years for a rebuild at Barcelona. He can't wait for him to come in and go, well, next year we'll have this, and the year after we'll have that. And he'll be going, well, I'm retired by then, done. By the time you've done that. So what you want me to do is carry your rebuild for 3 years while we do nothing. I want to go and win trophies now.
You know, we often complain about Ronaldo, right? But I think he's taking a leaf out of Ronaldo's book. I got 3 or 4 years left. Let me go to a club that I can fit in and I can execute and try to help them win something. That's the bottom line.
I want to try now. You'll have to excuse me. In the comments, I apologize. There's nearly 350 people on here. So
go ahead.
If I miss comments, I'm sorry. I have to totally apologize right now. You might have to have a chat amongst yourselves, and I'll try and dip in and out the comments. This said, super chats are enabled. If you are desperate to make a comment, hit that pound sign at the bottom, and you guarantee your comments are that. I will try and get past most I can. I promise you. Here's my question I was going to ask them. So they've come out and said today that, or this evening, they don't think this contract is actually liable in terms of, or accepted in terms of the £700 million fee. Kamal, can we afford to let this go to court? Or are we just best offering it some money right now, shut it up and we go away? And I will ask you the same question in a minute.
I'm not sure.
Go on, Kamal.
I think Messi's team might have leaked his contract out because I'm hearing a lot of reports saying that apparently this 700 million buy clause doesn't exist. He should be going for free. But I think the closer the deadline gets, the more I think City will put a bid in. I think if nothing's resolved in the next two weeks, I think he'll put a bid in. I think they'll put a bid in.
And what kind of bid would you imagine? Because City have already said, or not City, reports come out and said there'll be no players part of this. So what would you say is a reasonable offer? 100 million euros?
Probably 100 million, I think, is reasonable. I wouldn't be going above 150.
It's about 80 million then, isn't it?
And I wouldn't put any players in.
Karl, where are you at with it?
Should be where they start.
So I've heard the discussions around what they call the FIFA ITC, the International Transfer Certificate, which allows the player to join another club while there's an ongoing dispute. Now that's risky because if we lose it, we end up paying the release clause. But if the release clause is actually legal and we win it, then we get him right now because he can do that if he wants to, right? Now, will City take that risk? I doubt it. I think they're going to, as I said, they're going to have to negotiate and come to an agreement on what fee is acceptable. For me, 100 million, like Kamal said, is acceptable. I would throw in a player or two. I would.
I'm dreading to ask the next question because I know whose name's coming up. I know which name's coming up.
Well, we already have one name, right? Garcia's already going. He says he wants to go, right?
Well, yeah. Well, you're going to say players, so I know you're going to say Garcia was somebody else.
Yeah. So he wants to go. So he would be part of the deal. We can chuck him in as a sweetener.
And who else?
Well, so
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for this name to come out of your mouth. I'm waiting for that.
Who else? I mean, so who does Barcelona need, right? Is the issue who does Barcelona need, right? I wouldn't give up Bernardo because I think we need him, right? Definitely
Just say the name, get it done and over with.
Right? But if you think about when Messi plays, he plays on the right-hand side, right? Yeah. Now we've got Ferran Torres who can play right and left, right? And we got my good friend Mahrez, who's a right winger that plays where Messi. Yeah.
I knew someone was going to say that.
You know? So if you chuck in him and Garcia with 100 million, that's like 160 million total value. That's good money.
Okay. Would you chuck any players in Kamal? At all? Is it just straight
Barcelona? I don't think they're in the position to negotiate any players. I don't think City should sell any players. or
Good
be giving
point.
them to Barcelona.
Well, one shop, you know what, says if the court says we paid nothing, then we paid nothing. Who's saying that we're going to court in the next 2 weeks?
No, we're not going.
We might end up in court in 3 months, and the transfer deadline's closed then. We ain't getting him no matter what happens then.
That's why we talked about the 2 gates, September 12th and October 5th.
Yeah, but a court doesn't give a monkeys about 2 gates.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Go, oh, well, you've got that. We'll just go tough. This is the date we've got.
But here's why I mentioned the 2 gates, Martin, is because after October 5th, Barcelona will get nothing for Messi. 0. Not a cent, not a penny.
Totally,
right? So they have, if they really believe they're going to keep him, after October 6th, they better beg and plead that he, or maybe cut his hand off to sign a contract. Because if he doesn't sign a contract, they get absolutely naffle. Now, if I'm a business owner, I know I'm going to lose my asset on October 6th for nothing in a year's time. He may have 2 more years to give with the commercial revenue that he can generate for another club. That's a high risk. That's high risk poker.
We like to play poker.
I don't think the Barcelona president.
Think about it this way, right, Kamal?
The president doesn't want to be the person to sell Messi.
Think about it this way, right, Kamal?
Sorry, Cal. That is a great point by Kamal. Do you want to be the president to get rid of the talisman out of the club?
Either which way it's going to happen, Martin. Either which way it's going to happen.
Come on. You don't want to go down in history for that one.
Martin, think about this, right? Come March, he's out. The president is out. March. He's done. Right? And if Messi doesn't leave by October 6th and doesn't sign a new contract, he's out. So think about if you had a stock, let's say you had a stock, let's say it's a X, Y, and Z company, and you knew that stock by October 6th, you get nothing from that stock. And today you can actually sell it and get $1 million for that stock. What would you do? Sell.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I get that. I fully appreciate that. But I still, it's a great point, Mike Kamal. I know what you're saying, but remember it. Fans on the outside are not sat there bothered about the finances of the club. They will sit there and go, "You are the guy who sold Messi from underneath us." They're not bothered about the. I mean, I'm going to be honest. As a fan, we don't sit there going, "What Cheeky and Soriano or them are doing internally." We don't know really, do we? And we're not sitting there banging on the door to find out what's happening. But if they sold KDB tomorrow, we'd all be going off our rocker at the.
But Martin, if KDB had a year left in his contract and has refused to sign, he doesn't come for training, and we know he wants to leave, or we can get $100 million for him today, fans will say, "You know what? Sell him." They'll say, "Sell him." Leroy Sané, case in point. What, last couple of months, 1 year left, 40, 50 million. We were all saying, great talent, get him out. And he wasn't even showing up for training. So I don't see how they survive this unless Messi goes back, reneges, and signs again.
Well, Joe Denny says 100 million euros to seal it. No strings, and Barca will snatch City's hand off. Could do. Hassan Ali, sorry, fellas, I'm not agreeing with much that Martin is saying, but you don't have to. It's all opinions. Carl's all right, though, but 100 million plus isn't child's play. It's serious money. I know it is. I've never said it isn't, but when Barcelona are arguing for 700 million and then we going off from 100 million, I know what people are saying. I totally understand it and I get it. It's just, like someone said, we're playing poker now. This is now turning into a very strategic poker game. Yeah. We're right back where we were with Cass. It's where Cass, it was UEFA versus City. We're now we're not even involved in it. We're sat back as a spectator here. This is now between Barcelona's board and Messi or La Liga. We're not even involved in this. We can sit back and we can go, do what you want. We've done our bit. I really do think City have done their bit. Yeah. I think they've agreed the contract. They've done everything they need to do.
Yeah.
But City, they can't do it because please remember, I mean, one next question I'll ask is this a little bit more tentative because of Soriano, Chica, and Pep and their association with Barcelona? If this was PSG, this was PSG or any other club other than City, would this be going on like this? Or is it because it's City and he was involved and their history?
Oh, yeah, it's the history. I mean, you could tell that Soriano, Begiristain, and Pep are not friends of the current president. They're not friends. It goes back to the old days of, I think, Joan Laporte or Lee. They're not friends. There isn't clear water between the two. So this goes back to, if it was another club, this probably won't happen as much as it's happening right now. There'll probably be an agreement and things will go on. But because Messi says he wants to go to only one place only, this is the issue. And I tell you, I believe that this is not just, if you look at what's happening in the media, a lot of some of the English media papers, you can see almost the bile that's building up, which I can't understand for me, right? Because coming to the Premier League, they should be fawning over that. They should write articles about bring him in, figure out ways to bring it in because it helps them in clickbait, it helps them in revenue, it helps them in appearance, it helps them overall. They make a lot of money from this as journalists. But the hatred for a particular club is so deep and so seated that they can't see beyond their parochial lens. It's shocking, in my opinion. It's shocking.
Sean, thank you so much for your super chat. It's amazing. And I have got another one down here that I just need to bring up. And then Centurion's Messi might not tell City not to pay a dime. That is a great point. We don't know what Centurion's Sunday. We don't know what Messi's telling City here. Messi's team might be saying to City, sit tight, don't pay a penny. We know what this contract is. It's ironclad that it's a freebie out the door.
I'm sure City would have looked at his contract as well.
Yeah.
Assess the contract.
Are they allowed to?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, contracts, if I own a contract, if I'm a player, I can share whatever I'll share with. I would assume. It's my property. It's a contract between me and somebody else. I can share it if I want to share it. I mean, I don't think we get to this point, Martin, with the way City are run and the way Messi is, that you'd have all this be by accident or by random occurrence. This thing has been planned, structured over months. I really think so. They know exactly what's in the contract. They know the terms. They know the dates. They know everything in the contract. They probably talked about how much money they're going to give him. Everything's been set. You don't do this in mid-August when the season starts in September. I don't think so. It can't be random. They're too smart, too organized, too much money involved for this to be random.
I'm just seeing if there's any updates at all coming through, and there's not. The only update earlier on was from Marcelo Belcher saying Lionel Messi is no longer considered a player for Barcelona.
Who said that?
This is coming off. It's at FCBW, which is it's just to do with the Barcelona. They've got 648,000 followers, so they might have something to do with Barcelona. They've got something to do, and it's FC Barcelona World basically, and they're saying Messi is basically not considered a Barcelona player anymore from his entourage. He really is out of this camp. He's gone. As far as he's concerned, he is not going back. So where does that leave La Liga then? Because my worry is right now, it's Tebas and it's us. And we know the history between Tebas and City.
Yeah, but Martin, go ahead, come on.
I don't think La Liga could do anything about it. If Messi's contract does actually state that he can leave for free, they can't do anything about it. But they're going to try and do everything in their power to stop it. But I don't think it's going to work because they know the icon of La Liga will be leaving. And I think 2 years before Ronaldo left. So the TV money is going to drop.
Exactly.
Well, Alex Lowe is saying it is the guy who brought the Neymar news to PSG. So there you go. That tells you that's quite credible.
Kamal hit the nail on the head, Martin, because Kamal hit right. It's the TV money that will switch hands from La Liga to the Premier League because of the Messi move. we're not talking small change, Martin. It's massive.
No. Even a free transfer, this is going to be the most expensive free transfer in the history of football, with the wages and everything else that's included. And the signing out, this is going to be huge. Can I just bring in Addy, £2 super chat? You've got a superstar. Hit the sub, guys. So close to 14k. Yes. Before I came on air, we were 30 away from 14k. Please hit that subscribe button and get us on our way to 15k. As Andy said earlier, just over 50% of our viewers are not actually subscribers. It costs you nothing, and it means a lot. Please hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much. And hit the like button as well, especially for Kamal, who's doing fabulous on his debut, and Karl as well, who is always good. So I'm gonna try and wrap up Messi, because I don't want to spend a whole evening talking about Messi, as much as it will disappoint some people on here, because I think we could do 15 vlogs a day on Messi. I know we could.
Just incredible.
Quite easily. But here's a question. Where would Messi fit in at Manchester City?
That's simple, Martin.
Go on.
Well, so
you
simple.
said it's simple.
Front three, Sterling, Aguero, Messi. Middle midfield will be Rodri, KDB, and Foden or Bernardo. That's it. The energy of the midfield, let Messi do stuff in the box. You think about this, Martin. Right? Hypothetically, right? The miss that Sterling missed against Lyon. You get Messi on that ball, you think he misses?
Oh,
in the box.
No.
That's what if he comes, that's what he's brought in for. Don't worry about, work. No, the box. All about the boxes. Because Kevin will get you the ball in the box. Bernardo will get you the ball in the box. Foden will get you the ball in the box. He'll recover. But in that box is where even if our defense is crap, which it has been this season, all those games that we lost, Southampton, how many chances did we have? Leon, how many chances did we have that we put away? Games that we had 15, 20, 25 shot chances, nothing on goal. All we needed was just a 2% conversion rate, and boom, we won. For me, it's the right-hand side, that front three of Sterling, Aguero, Messi.
Yep. Kamal, where would you fit him in?
I think he'll predominantly play on the right wing, but also I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in that false nine, because when Pep was at Barcelona, I think when he was playing false nine, I think he got 50 goals in the league. So, and we know Pep, he's tried to play that formation at City a few times. So I think in some big games, I think we're going to see that.
Absolutely right. To come out point, Martin, this whole inverted winger thing that I hate so much?
Yeah.
You know why I hate it, right?
Yeah.
Because what happens is on the right side, when our inverted winger gets stuck, he moves it back. Messi doesn't do that, man.
I know, but you'll have to do it with Sterling, because you'll have to put him on the left. Right,
but then if you have Messi on the right with his left foot, an inverted winger, which our good friend is supposed to be left-footed, he pulls all the attention, which is Sterling's space. So the reason why the inverted winger has struggled is because the guy who's playing it can't play it well. And the guy that may come knows how to play it well.
Well, Pardo's got a great question there. What happens to our high press with Messi?
Have we high pressed this last season? Apart from 1 or 2 games? Not really. Compared to 17, 18, it's almost like a mid-press.
I always appreciate that. Yeah, last season the press didn't go as much. But I think the idea is to get that press back. So what Pardo's probably trying to say is, can we get the press back? Can Messi do that job if we bring that back into our game?
Absolutely. Go ahead, Kamal.
Come back to a minute, Carl.
We might see more of Jesus then instead of Aguero, because Sterling and Jesus will press, and then Messi could, he'll have a free roll.
I can't see Aguero being dropped though. Messi comes in.
I think for the big games he'll drop Aguero.
For the big games he'll drop Aguero.
Haven't you seen most big games? He does like Jesus in that position over Aguero. For example, in that Real Madrid first leg, no one expected Aguero to be dropped.
Very true, yeah. Go on, Cal.
No, I agree with Kamal. I think that Messi can still press, not like he used to press, but he can still press. But the question I would have for you is the guy who plays the right wing right now, does he press? Not really.
Yeah.
Well,
He
Pep
doesn't
said,
press.
Pep said, Andy said, trust me, Andy ain't Pep. Pep had pressure Barca with Messi. Didn't work out too bad. Oh, Jake, the move for Messi City will be unbelievable. Going on about Aouar now. Oh, I can't believe people are going on about Aouar. Right, okay. So if I had to ask you both a definite question, because please remember, someone made a good point in the comments. La Liga did the exact same thing with Neymar than what they're doing with Messi. And Barcelona are doing the same thing with Neymar, are doing with Messi what they did with Neymar. And we all know how that happened. So if you had to give me a percentage right now on which way this is going, where would you do? So we'd say like 80% to City, 80% to stay at Barcelona, or could be 60% to go wherever. Who wants to go first? I'll let one of you choose. Put your hand up. Who wants to go first? And neither of you want to do that. Talk about non-committal. Come on.
Okay.
Go on, Carl.
Okay.
I'll let you have a bit of thinking time, Kamal.
Yeah.
I think it's 60-40. 60% he comes, 40% he stays. I just think that the difference between the Neymar deal and this deal is the fact that Messi is 33, has 1 year left. I don't think Neymar had 1 year left, and he was probably 20, 23, 24. And so it's easier to do it now, if you would, than with Neymar, in my opinion. I think the fact that he has 1 year left on his contract, I think we get nothing, is such a sweetener for any club to go after. That is 60-40. 60%, 60, 40% staying behind, or not even playing at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kamal?
I agree. I think it's 60-40 as well. But I think it all depends on what exactly his contract says. And I don't think any of us know that. So
I can't
still
wait
think
to get a lawyer to tear that apart.
I still think Barcelona could block. I still have a feeling they might block the move.
I can't, like I said, this lawyer that is going to sit there with this contract in their hands, people going, is it legal? Is it not? And they're going to have to, it's going to be pulled apart like a fine-tooth comb. And I think there's another 2-3 weeks on this to run before we get anywhere, any kind of conclusion. I know there's rumours tonight that City are preparing a parade, an announcement, and everything else that they're doing. It's a lot of rubbish. Don't believe that. They're not even anywhere near that stage yet. This is a long way to run. Let's get into some of yours, see what you think. Pardo Oaks, 10% City, 9% Barcelona. Even after going on strike, basically. Don't remember, guys, he's basically gone on strike today. Can you come back from that? Van Hooijdonk didn't. I know you're going to say, Van Hooijdonk is not Messi. Strike is still strike. Tom Gibson, 70-30 to City. 100% City. There's no way. I like that. Probably went no way then. No way back at him. Barcelona, no other club that can accommodate him. Rubito Blonde. I was on to 400 superb. Rubito Blonde, 90% he's coming City. Thank you so much, guys. You are all superstars. Wow. Thank you so much for the love you're showing tonight. Iona Beats, 100% he's leaving. 90% fan from Asia will go.
Yeah.
Carl Buxton, it will be very difficult for Messi today. I'm with you, Carl, on that.
Yeah.
I don't see how he can now stay after what he's done today. What he's done today is monumental. This is huge, what he's done today.
And Martin, it wasn't just word of mouth. I'm not coming to my PCR. He sent a bureau fax. It's not just a regular fax. It's a legal tender that says, I'm not showing up for this PCR test. The same legal tender he submitted when he said he wanted to leave.
Well, Alex MCFC, be patient. A big sign is coming in the next few days. Which leads me on nicely into Kedu Koulibaly. Now, as Andy said, he played for the reserves the other day in his 10-0 win. And as a certain guy called Lupus keeps telling me in the comments, we're all talking rubbish. We're trying to get him for cheap. Apparently, rumours tonight, Napoli News on Twitter. Koulibaly is getting very impatient now. He's getting very unsettled at this because apparently he agreed everything. And he's apparently now asked Napoli to lower their asking fee. Kamal, what's your thoughts on this protracted transfer saga, which is Kadu Koulibaly?
I mean, after seeing the Jorginho transfer not happening, anything's possible with Napoli. So I'm still not 100% sure we're going to get Koulibaly. I mean, also, I think the fact that Koulibaly's agent is dealing with this matter, I think that just longs out the process even more.
Carl, where are you at with it?
I agree with Kamal. I mean, the rumor that we heard today about Koulibaly getting pissed off and getting frustrated, that's what I expect to happen. If he really wants to move, Martin, he needs to say, you know what, I got to move. I have to move. And so whatever we have to do to make it happen, let's do it. If not, let's find somebody else. We have what, 12 days before the season starts? Right? And you have to.
Well, we're not. We're 19 days.
Okay, 19 days, right? But then there's preseason training. There's training, getting used to the system. If you're going to plug him in right away, he has to know how Laporte plays, how Ake plays. So he needs to push the buttons if he's serious about this, in my opinion. And Khalidou, if you're serious about this, if you're watching, which I hope you are, like the video, but push it, buddy. We want you.
Of course we do. Guys, can I just say, we are 6 little people away from 14,000. 6 people. Come on, guys, please get us to that 14K. Let's get a 14K live on air. I'm promising you now, out of the 350 odd people on, 6 of you will not be subscribers. Come on, get us over there. That'll be amazing, live on air.
Martin, I do have a proposition for you, though. When you finish.
Proposition for me?
Yeah. Or an idea for you.
Wait for us to get off air first, mate. We can't like that.
No, I'm using it wrong. So, is everybody? Are we underestimating Ake? Because I have this feeling, buddy, that this kid is a diamond in the rough, man. I just have this. He reminds me of Puyol, a young Carlos Puyol of Barcelona. Small, rugged, fast, but a leader. Are we underestimating him?
I don't see Pep playing 2 left-footed centre-backs together.
Why not?
I'm with Kamal on that. Can I just say, we've hit over 14K. Thank you so much.
I mean,
we got over 14K live on air. Thank you from me, Andy, Chris, Karl, Kamal, everyone, the whole team. Alan, Tom, who, again, thoughts and prayers are with you, mate, at this time. Thank you all. Emily, everyone. Yannicka, thank you all so much. 14K, we are over it. Thank you to Rubito, to Chris, everyone out there. You are all amazing. Thank you. Amazed, all of you. Carry on, Carl. Sorry, I had to jump in there.
Come on, go ahead.
Kamal, sorry.
Oh, so when you have 2 left-sided centre-backs playing together, I think it slows down the build-up play. Because when the centre-back's fit for the goal kick, he's going to use his left foot, but he's going to be playing across goal. And that could be dangerous. Because if that pass is intercepted, he's 1-on-1. Just like you saw when Cancelo was playing left-back for us against, I think it was Real Madrid. He's right-footed, and you could tell the build-up play was slower than usual.
But Kamal, isn't the argument that when you have 2 right-footed centre-backs, the same thing is also the same?
Yes, yeah, I get that, but I think Pep likes 1 left-footed centre-back and 1 right-footed centre-back. I think they complement each other better.
I agree with that. But I'm just saying that. Yeah, I'm just saying that. I mean, I just think Ake. I think I look at him. I've looked at his tapes, watch his games, and in a good team, that kid he's going to flourish. He's a warrior.
I mean, it's possible we could play 3 at the back. It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
No, Martin is not stripping at any point because it is not Fright Night. Please stop. It is not Fright Night for you all. You know, my missus doesn't even want to see me strip. She's been with me for God knows how long. Anyway, we don't have light bulbs in my house. Anyway, there's a reason for it. No, joking. I'm actually not. We can't afford light bulbs. Right. No, I've got it. Could Laporte, I get what Karl is saying, I get it. But are we reading too much into this left and left? How do we know Laporte's not the one going to drop out for Ake?
I think he could. It's possible. Not straight away, but if Laporte.
No, I agree. Not straight away. No. But you look at the way Laporte finished the season, he didn't finish it great. And Ake, if you look at Ake's stats, was it zero unforced errors?
Yeah.
You know, out of the 61 Bournemouth made.
Yeah, but
zero.
I think Ake might make Laporte better because he has someone behind him pushing him for that spot.
Yeah.
Whereas he had Stones, Otamendi, and Fernandinho last season.
Well, that's where I'm at with Edison and Zach Stafford. I think Zach Stafford will push Edison along.
Oh, absolutely.
Whereas Bravo, and we will come on to just at the end because he has made his move now to Real Betis to rejoin, to go and play with former City manager Manuel Pellegrini over at Betis. But we'll talk about that at the very end. But yeah, I think it could be a really. I think Laporte could be a world-class centre back. Do I think he's there yet? No. Has he got the potential to be? Definitely, absolutely, definitely. Like I said on the stream the other night, I think mentally, when you get a severe injury like Laporte had, it can affect you mentally. It really can, because your confidence isn't as much. You go for a ball with not as much conviction as you would, you know, on one prior. You won't stretch as much because you're bothered. That pops again or tears it. You're out for another 6-7 months.
The only caveat, Martin, is that actually Laporte did have an injury when he was at Bilbao, a serious injury to the knee, maybe not the same one, when he was at Bilbao and he came back from it. But I think if you look at the game, when he played it with Company, when you have a solid leader next to him, he does fantastic work. 14 games in a row we won. Where you have Fernandinho, who's a midfielder, or Eric Garcia, who I think is still a midfielder in my opinion. And you have Stones or Otamendi. You know, he's going to make mistakes. But I think Ake may replace him or push him all the way. That kid is, I'm telling you, that kid is good. He's underrated.
Mm-hmm. But just remember, and then a little caveat on this, just remember, John Stones was like this at Everton.
Imagine if John Stones was at Bournemouth. How many goals would they concede?
Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm talking about John Stones. It's his time. Where Ake was for Bournemouth is where John Stones was for Everton 4 years ago when we bought him.
Yeah.
And
I think the key difference is Stones still used to make mistakes at Everton. I don't think Ake's made a mistake leading to a goal at Man City, at Bournemouth. So I think it's a safer bet.
And to Kamal's point, for you not to make a mistake leading to a goal in a team that was relegated, I mean, that's significant.
Great point by Alex. Pep will play Ake left back. That's something. Chris made this point. Chris Begg said to me about a week ago, "We still need a left back," and we both were umming and ahhing about Mendy going. Ake could fill in at left back. Left-sided.
Good.
I think like when we played Liverpool,
away.
I think it was last season.
Away.
Even when we played them at home and Laporte played left back.
Yeah.
I think Ake could play there and then turn it into a free, and then you have Walker.
Yeah, and to come on to that point, I was going to mention that same game. And that game was 0-0 at Anfield. Remember, I think it was the black it would strike, and it was a controlled game. We completely controlled the game. Left back, right back, centre back, controlled. Ake could do that.
Especially with his pace.
Yeah.
I'm just looking, because some people agree with me, some agree with... Guys, it's all opinion. That's all it is, you know. Nobody's, gonna fall out with anyone in it. It's all opinions.
Yeah.
We all see it. Trust me now. out of nearly 60,000 people that normally walk into the Etihad, yes, we do have fans. 60,000 people will walk in, and we will all walk out seeing a game totally different. We will all say a different man of the match. We'll all say a player's played better than others, and some will say, what game are you watching? That's why we love football, because we all see it differently. That's why we love it. You know, imagine if we all went in, we actually all agreed with each other. God, it'd be boring. Also, yeah, ain't it good? Right, what do we talk about now? What colour's the sky? Let me have a check. Let me look out the window because I'm living under a rock. Because that's where you are if you think you all agree with each other. You just don't fall out. So, Koulibaly, let's get into this then. All right, Masters. Same question for you. Kamal, percentage-wise, is Koulibaly coming? Or is he staying?
I'll probably say 75% he's coming. But you still never know with that Napoli president. Anything's possible.
Karl, where are you at?
Yeah, about 70%. More than Messi. More than Messi.
More than Messi.
Oh yeah. It's easier to do, right?
Koulibaly's not going to strike, though, was it?
Yeah, but it's easier to do. If City really want to get him, they'll get him at the price that they want. I mean,
I think also, centre back is a priority. Right wing is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andy's giving his percentage. 0.008 and 8. Andy wants to go to Oldham Athletic and buy their centre back.
But the problem is, again, time is of the essence, Martin. Time is of the essence. September 19th, October 5th.
I love, I'm going to get that. You should come on. You should be our voiceover guy for that on the channel with those dates. We could put them up as a countdown to these dates. It would be great. I love that idea. You're making me get excited for those dates, Kyle. You really are now. I actually am. I'm like, transfer deadline. Right. Is there anyone wants to talk about before we move on? Do anyone want to say anything?
No, that's fine.
No,
Super.
I'm exhausted with the whole Messi deal right now. I'm exhausted.
Listen, guys, I know you all love it, but we can't. I will try our best.
Yeah.
But all week we've done nothing but talk Messi, and I know some of you guys want to talk about other stuff. And I apologise. And you know what? Which might not even happen. It might not even happen. And we've spent 2 weeks talking about something that might not even happen. And yes, it's been brilliant, and we love it. And we will mention it, but we're going to try and talk a little bit about someone else as well here on the channel. Before we finish, Claudio Bravo's officially gone. Time for Real Betis. Any guys want to say anything on Claudio?
Good luck. He was a good backup keeper and was always key in those key moments in those penalty shootouts.
Yeah. Just thank you for the community shields and thank you for the cups. It was great.
Yeah. No, it has. It's been absolute. I've always liked Bravo. Always have. I've been in the minority, I know I have. And that's fine. But I do like Claudio. I think he had a difficult first year. Yeah. But I mean, he's come on leaps and bounds. But I want to say big thank you to Karl, all the way from Washington.
Thank you.
Have been superb again, buddy. And Kamal, what a debut, as they say. Absolutely superb. Thank you so much, Kamal. And we'll have you back on, buddy. And thank you again for running the Instagram account over on the channel for us. That is superb. I don't do Instagram, I will be honest. I just don't do it. I'm getting old now.
Now I have to sign up for Instagram. Kamal, I look for it. Yeah.
Oh, I just don't do it. I can't do it. The missus does it. I don't. Oh, hang on. Andrew W. Hagrid update. If you don't know who Hagrid is, he's a big guy updates on Twitter about Messi. Messi's dad is going to Barcelona tomorrow.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Hagrid is for real.
Yeah, he does talk some sense. He's one of the few on Twitter. Guys, please hit that like button. Please share this with your friends, your family, everyone you can. Please continue that subscribe button. We have got over, I'll tell you exactly, we are now 14,020 as we speak live on air. We are now 3 weeks away from 15K. Can we hit 15,000 in 3 weeks? I really hope we can. Thank you so much to all of you. I want to thank, Andy, for Karl, Kamal, Chris, everyone who's on the channel, Emily, Rubito Blonde, who does a superb job, the super chats from T-Rex, Sean Fogarty, from Alan, from everyone who's on this channel. You are absolute superstars, each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Please hit that subscribe button. It's free of charge, costs you nothing. It means a lot. You can follow us down on our Twitter accounts, which will be in the description below. And if you want to ask us anything, you can do. Just contact us on mcfcfantv@gmail.com. Description is down below with the email address. And ask us anything. If you want to come on the channel, we can sort that out. We'll just ask you to send a little 5-minute clip explaining all about yourself. But Karl has been, Karl's been great.
Thank you.
As normal, Kamal has been superb. What a debut. And Kamal might be on a new show that will be premiering literally next week. It'll be done this time next week. We will debut it a day or two afterwards. Maybe we're gonna get some final details of that. But yeah, loads of new shows, some new presenters. Get rid of my ugly mug off the I'll still be around. But guys, you've been superb. Thank you all to the comments. Mervyn Thomas, well done, Kamal.
Thanks.
15,000 before the start of the season, same odds as City signing Messi. Blue out being really, Well done, Kamal. Cheers, guys. Love a bit of Groundhog Day. I was never a fan of Bravo. I'm still not a fan, but I have respect for him and dignity. And thank you, everyone. You're brilliant. Appreciate your support for the channel. Onwards to 15K. If you haven't subscribed, please put it now. Yes, great debut from Sean to Kamal Iaz. Thanks, guys, from Christoph. Kamal, well done. Your Instagram ninja. T-Rex, great debut. Karl.
Come on.
Follow me, guys, on Insta. Donny, I don't even know who that is. But yeah, there's his account you want to follow. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great Sunday evening, the rest of it. Have a great start to your week. Bank holiday Monday here. Andy might be back tomorrow, but guys, have a great evening. Take care from everyone. From me, from Kamal, from Karl. Good night. And as always, the Blues.